Can't do a little 'cause I can't do enough.
Once upon a summertime, just a dream from yesterday, a boy and his magic golden flute heard a boat from off the bay.
Come and play with me, Jimmy, come and play with me, and I will take you on a trip far across the sea.
But the boat belonged to a kooky old witch who had in mind the flute to snitch.
From her broom broom in the skies, she watched her plans materialize. She waved her wand, the beautiful boat was gone. The skies grew dark, the sea grew rough, and the boat sailed on and on and on and on and on and on.
But Puffenstuff was watching too and knew exactly what to do. He saw the witch's boat attack, and as the boy was fighting back,
he called his rescue racer crew as often they'd rehearsed, and off to save the boy they flew.
But who would get there first?
But now the boy had washed ashore, Puff arrived to save the day, which made the witch so mad and sore. She shook her fist and screamed away. H.R. Puffenstuff, who's your friend when things get rough? H.R. Puffenstuff, can't do a little 'cause you can't do enough. H.R. Puffenstuff, he's your friend when things get rough. H.R. Puffenstuff, can't do a little 'cause you can't do.
Well, there you have it. So what's up, Megalite Geeks and Freaks? Get you a little start with the old Sid and Marty Krofft, H.R. Puffenstuff, which was a very popular show when I was a kid. Incidentally, my glasses, I think you guys probably remember, let me see if I can bring these up on the screen. Does everybody remember these guys? You guys remember these guys, the old McDonaldland characters? So a little interesting story. Well, first let's talk a little bit about real quick. Does anybody recognize this character? This is the old Grimace. This was the original Grimace, who was a shake stealer. And Grimace actually was an evil character until they turned him into the nice, cuddly character you see here. Now, if you notice anything familiar about these old McDonaldland characters, they're not all here. We're missing, looks like we're missing Big Mac, and the professor looks a little different to me. That's not the original professor. The original professor was like a puppet head. If you take a look with the giant heads and the small bodies, I actually was looking this up, and it turns out that when McDonald's wanted to come up with a promotional design, they hired a company, and the company thought to use the talents of Sid and Marty Krofft with the popularity of their TV shows such as H.R. Puffenstuff. And so when they reached out to them, they actually did not get a reply, if I remember correctly. So they decided to go ahead and create their own characters without any help with them. Well, when Sid and Marty Krofft saw these McDonaldland characters, they wound up taking McDonald's and I think the company that started the marketing campaign to court, which is what basically forced McDonald's to get rid of and disband all those characters with the way that they look. Wow, that light's really annoying, isn't it? Anyway, so lower that a little. Okay, so forced them to kind of disband them. So there you go. We don't have them anymore. Anyway, today we're not here to talk about McDonald's. Today we're actually here to talk about Big Jim. So I'll put this up on the screen for now. All right, I'm going to show you guys a couple things. I got that rather large package the other day. I have a much bigger package today. And last night I spent some time cleaning up. So I literally spent a decent amount of time cleaning up, and I was able to clear all that mud and so on, or most of that mud, I guess, off of this bike. This bike's actually in really nice shape. Came all the way from Europe and so on. It actually came out quite nice, I think. Looks pretty good. And we had that up on the shelf. I was also able to clear out. This is actually a paddle. This is not an old shovel. This is the canoe. It actually came out quite well. It's hard to see like what it was cleaned, but inside this canoe was literally black inside, or almost black. I put a little soap, soaked it, and then scrubbed it with a soft toothbrush to clean it up. It actually came out nice. This is from the Carl May series, if you will. Also Big Jim. Cleaned up Big Jim's outfit a little bit. Cleaned up all the white sneakers were all just destroyed with dirt. Cleaned them all up. Cleaned up his outfit. Unfortunately, he does not have his goggles or his helmet. Hopefully one day I'll be able to encounter them, or maybe somebody in the group has something that we can use. But yeah, I thought he came out pretty nice. And in addition, I wound up cleaning up this Captain Flint. Took his boots off. They looked like they were speckled in, I don't know what it was, schmeg or something. But I put them in water, cleaned them up, gave them the heat treatment that Buck actually taught me about, and the boots came right off. And so we wound up getting our second Captain Flint, which is great. He actually has a very good working mechanism. I've shown this before if you haven't seen it. You would twist it. Let's take the flintlock out. You twist the hand, you pull it out. Inside here, inside that hand, behind it is a place to put a red cap, like your old cap guns. Put in, twist the hand. Then you would take this and you would arm it. God, such a bitch to do. All right, so you would arm it. And then what happens is you could put a gun in his hand or a flintlock pistol, and what happens when you press the thing to shoot you press to move the arm, it causes the gear to go, the lever to go, which forces it to hit the cap and pop the cap. So it sounds like he's popping a cap in your ass, okay? Anyway, got some other ones. This guy, I don't have all of his clothes. I have some of them. He did come with a Big Jim cowboy outfit, but it's not the original Carl May outfit. This is Dakota Joe. So it looks like Big Jeff, but he's kind of got the goatee. So this is Dakota Joe from the Western series. I can't remember if it's Carl May, I think it was. Some of the other things I did I actually got this. I believe this goes to the Big Jim Jeep. I'm not sure, but it was kid drew like black marker all the way around. Just put a little soapy water and just wash right off. And it came out quite nice. It came out good. I could have got it with white vinegar too, but so on. All right, these we're going to save. I have a Chewbacca figure coming from eBay, a 12-inch Star Wars figure, and the arms are off. The mechanism in the middle broke. And I actually went online, looked up, let's open it and see if these are the right ones. But I looked up a video by Toy Veloy, which I thought was actually pretty cool. And he actually showed how you can repair those arms. And using these little, you have these little clips. Let's try it this way. Maybe we'll see back here. Yeah, those little clips into the arm and just something in between to take care of it. All right. So let's get to the good stuff, which is this gigantic box. So I'm going to open it down here and start pulling parts out of it. It's a mess. It's a big mess. There's a lot of pieces in here. I don't know what this is going to look like when I open it. Okay, well, actually, this is pretty cool. They bagged parts. They put them in bags. There's quite a few bags. This was another Big Jim lot, and I mean a big lot. The price, I forgot the price was very, very good. I got it for a really good price. It had some additional features, which additional things I'll show you in a minute, which are not Big Jim, but came with it. It's going to definitely need some cleaning. Let's get this open and let's take a look and see what's in here. Okay, we have some. Okay, we have some wheels. Yeah, we got some wheels. Have to fix it. We got some wheels. This kid, it's funny, these Big Jim toys, the last two things I got, they're really, really well played with. Like really well played with. And we're going to have to clean this up so we can bring this wheel out to the front so we can complete for this vehicle that's in here. Let's get what's in the vehicle out. This is going to be fun. All right, give me a second because this is going to take a little bit of finagling to get it out of here properly. I want to get it out without breaking or destroying anything because it's in there. He's got it. Okay, let's get all this crap out of here. Sometimes I put all this popcorn in these big boxes. You got to go back through it because sometimes people just throw shit in there. Not everybody is a conscientious packer. And they just leave shit in there. Yeah, like this has got a lot of shit in there. Okay. Yep. And there's shit in the bottom, of course. Let me dump some of this stuff out. Holy Christ, there's a lot of shit in here. Yeah. There's a lot of shit in here. Holy crap. I'm going to have to go take a look at, I don't think I remember how this goes together. Have to figure it out. Looks like they shoved a few things in there, which is not really cool, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Jesus. They sure shoved it in, didn't they? Get it out another way. Yeah, you shoved this shit in here real good. Oh, this is going to be fun getting this out. There we go. Vinyl pieces. No, yeah, he didn't bag everything. There's a crack table, part to a chair. Let's see if we can dump this shit out of here and get started. Because there's this guy kind of, some stuff he bagged well, the rest of it he kind of just threw the shit together. Here's the Kung Fu Studio Big Jim training stick. I forget what they're called. I have no idea what that is, but it looks disgusting. I'm sure it doesn't go with this set. This thing definitely needs a clean. It's got some, it's been beat on pretty bad, but apparently some kid loved it. Oh my God, there's shit all the way in the back. Okay, that's for a play school set. That means this is also for a play school set. If anybody needs those parts, let me know. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So this is the rescue rig. As you can see, the wheels are off. It looks to me like the plastic to hold them is still good. It looks like they just got popped off. And even if they were broken, I'm able to fix those. Yeah, it's actually, it's all taken apart. But I'm curious if all the pieces are here. What I will say is, okay, this piece, the basket and the crane are in great shape, actually. In very good shape. These look good. This is operational. This is not broken. Okay, got this, yeah. Okay, that's nice. That's working. I'm going to put that down. And then what they did was apparently this kid packed. This is the front on the inside. You can see the dashboard. Wow, man, they went to town on this. So basically, yeah, we're going to have to flatten this out. We're going to get a little heat and flatten it out because, wow. This is the shame. Don't take care of your toys. Okay, so what's going to happen is these are going to go into here. We're going to flatten this out so these look good. Why is that like that? I have to figure out what these are supposed to do. But regardless, this is the front, the dashboard to the front of the vehicle, as you can see, or a vehicle. Is that to this? This looks like it goes to the camper. I might be wrong. We'll see. Anyway, we'll get that going. We'll flatten that out and see what else is here. That might go to the camper. Oh my God, there's like shit everywhere. All right, there's some more pieces. Okay. So this is actually cool. This is the talking mechanism. It's supposed to talk. I don't know if this is going to... Okay. I don't even remember how this works. So this is a record. Oh, okay. So there's a record which goes inside. You drop it in, and it's supposed to play. Of course, this needs a battery or two. It looks like it needs a C battery. So we'll give that a try. I don't think it's going to work. This thing's pretty beat up, but are there other records in there? Hold on a second. I don't know how many records this came with. I don't remember. It's been so... I had this as a kid, but I don't remember now what it was. Okay. I guess we're going to find out in a moment. Okay, let's put that down. We'll get back to that later. Okay, so that piece that I pulled out before, that goes to the camper. This is the part that goes to the rescue rig. Unfortunately, this is what I have, is the rescue rig. It still has the steering wheel intact, which is really nice. That's a great thing. It's a little bent up here. And what we're going to have to do is get it under some heat, a little hair dryer, perhaps a little heat. And then what we'll do is we'll flatten it with some weight for a while. Put a little heat and we'll hit some weight. And then we actually should be able to get this thing mostly back into shape. There we go. Mostly back into shape. It's going to definitely need some cleaning, I can tell you that. And the idea here is to get it back together without destroying it, right? Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is going to go on the inside. Okay, we're going to have to deal with that after. I got to look and see what that's doing. Put that together. There's some other miscellaneous parts in here. I don't know what they are. There's this silver canoe. It says something toys. There's this silver canoe, which I don't know what this goes to. It's pretty small scale. It's not Big Jim scale. Pop Toys or FF Toys? I don't know what this is for. I'm going to have to look up and see what that is. I thought maybe it's Marks. I'll have to see. It's a huge difference in scale. They even gave me a free Sharpie. Okay, that's disgusting. And how about that? That looks like a Major Matt Mason helmet to me. Am I wrong? Anybody a Matt Mason fan? I'm pretty sure that's a Major Matt Mason helmet. Or at least it's a copy of one. Or something that's a knockoff of one. You know, this guy just, wow. So I'm going to have to go through this box and see what else is in here. For example, here's a pair of, that's right, you got it. That's right, you got to go, I mean, this is all full of popcorn. And he just threw shit in here. So you got to go through all this stuff and look. There's a pair of Big Jim shorts right there. I don't know what else is in here. I definitely want to open these. There was something in this lot that I wanted really bad. And I don't remember what it was. Oh, I do remember now. I remember. So there's some other stuff that's not quite Big Jim in here. We're going to get that stuff flattened. Let's see. The one thing I want to show, that is disgusting. I don't know what that is. That's gross. All right, let's go in and see. Chair and table. Get some of this popcorn off the floor. I'm really interested in seeing if this record will play, though, so we'll try that afterwards. So we get a thing for that, and then we'll try it. Turn around. Just so you know, the camera's on. You can, but the camera goes right there. Go ahead.
Ahí traje unos panes, unos brownies y eso, y en la alacena hay unos panes.
Okay.
Que hay que gastar, es que pan con queso, algo así dice.
Okay.
Y hay brownie y hay unas cosas.
Which side are you going? Go ahead, I'll try and cover you. All right, I cover you. Okay. She doesn't want to be on camera. All right, whatever. All right, so let's see what else is in here. Okay, so here's the first thing we're going to get into. Some loose Big Jim figures. I think they're all in pretty good shape, except for this one. Yep. Okay. But we're going to do something with him, I believe, because I believe I need a part from him. All right, so this is, well, this big Josh looks like he's seen better days, as he's missing a hand, a leg, and a foot. But the leg on these are actually, oh, this one actually broke. Or is it? Did it break? Yeah, so this one actually, the piece on the other side for the leg, which is this white thing on, broke. So he probably, the only good out of him is probably the arm. Here is a Big Jeff, and just to give you an idea, these figures are filthy. There's actually dirt in their hair. And, you just went on camera right there. But you can see, so there's the Dakota Joe. Oops, Dakota Joe and the Big Jeff figure. They're similar. All right, he's dirty as hell. Here's an actual, wow. Now this is interesting. Here's a Big Jim figure. They must have been laying for a while. Is my battery already running out? Maybe soon. Okay, because this one, actually, this is going to be fun. Take a look. You can see it has melt marks around the arm. Okay, so that comes out. But even on here, there's melt marks. Can you see that? And I didn't buy these so much for the figure. Yeah, look at the melt mark on that. From sitting against her so long. These plastics it's just crazy how they get these melt marks. So what's funny about it is it didn't affect the arm, the rubber arm, but it definitely affected here. You can see, I can almost peel this shit up. This plastic gets almost soft. So we'll cut that off. Just take a little knife. We'll cut that off and make it a little less like a tumor. It's not the tumor. A little less like a tumor. And we can just get that out of there. A little better. We can work on that later. Just a little cut. There we go. And get some of that tumor shit out of there. And he still chops. Very nice. Does he still chop? Let's see. Oh, he does not. Wow, he definitely doesn't chop. Holy. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's got something going on with the mechanism, because if I turn his arm. Okay, so he's not chopping, at least not yet. Maybe when I get done with him, he'll chop. I have to, one of these days, as a matter of fact, I may just open this one up and do that. Or better yet, I might split the thing on. Yeah, so he chops. So what you can actually do, again, I watched another guy do this. You can actually get into there and it's kind of a pain, but you can get these arms off. They're just pegs that hold them. So I can get the arms off, swap the arms onto him. The heads, as I've been warned from Danny Gates and Brian Sanchez, that the heads are damn near impossible to change. They're a nightmare. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm not so worried about the figures. I can obtain them. I can tell them better condition. Oh, look at this. Here is another body. So here's how the Big Jim legs go on. You have this big thing on the end. This one clearly is broken. The piece popped off the end is the button. That's odd. So this is, okay, I don't know what figure this was, but I'm going to show you guys something because there's definitely a difference. You see the button on here? Look at the button on the back of this guy. Can you see it? You see how much? Let's get them together, sorry. This one is twice the size of this one. This one, I don't know if this is it's not an Olympic figure, because Olympic figure would have whatchamacallit done. I'm going to have to ask Danny Gates. It's definitely not working. This figure does something else. I don't know what this figure does. This is definitely a different Big Jim type figure, and you can see where the head, somebody snapped it off. That's a different body. Interesting. Just curious. All right. Oh, this may be, you know what this is for? Yeah, okay. I know what this is for. So this is for the Big Jim with the spinning faces. That's what this was. This was a secret agent figure. I didn't know these had a button on the back. I had no idea, because when you turn this arm, the head rotates, so you can put two faces on them and it spins around. I don't know what this button does, though. To the button. Oh, no, when you spin it, and I think the button snaps it back. Yeah, that's what it does. All right. There's a Big Jim baseball cap, a work boot. I just got some of these. This is what I wanted. I really was dying to get this. So you guys probably don't know what this is. It looks like it's got most of the parts. Oh, no, there it is right there. Okay. If you guys don't know what this is, what the hell did they do here? They try and use a Big Jim part for this? This, give me a second, I'll show you. That's one of the reasons I wanted this lot, because those pieces are virtually impossible to find. Let me go to the Toy Room of Solitude and get you a little something to do. So it is missing one little plastic piece. I could do something with that. I'm not worried. That part is this. This is the LJN Mr. Action ATV vehicle. I have a few of them. They're not easy to find. They're more impossible to find with this on. This always is broken off. So I'm going to put this one to the side for a second. And what happens is this piece snaps into here, into the back, which is great, because I'll never find these pieces again. Even in this kind of crappy conditions it's in, I'm happy to have it. All right, so those pieces, somebody ripped it out, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work on it to get it in there properly. But once I get it in, it'll be good. So this is actually the crank that goes on the back. Now it's missing a little peg here that this rope would go over, and it has a hook which is somehow connected to this thing. I don't know why, but the idea here is that this is just basically a winch or a tow, and this is let me just double check that. That looks like the original string. And this black hook is the original black hook. It looks like somebody tied it to this as well. I don't know what they were doing, but I'm very excited to have this, because if you guys collect LJ Mr. Action, these figures are really, what's going on, man? These Dean's Toy Box, these are really, really, really hard to get. So to find just this piece in a Big Jim lot, I'm looking at, I go, I think that's, and I looked and I go, that's it. So I have to get that piece. So we'll get that fixed up too. I just dropped something which was not good. There we go. Okay. We dropped one of the flashlights. So this is one of the G.I. Joe type flashlights or knockoff flashlights. The yes, Koi. I know, Koi onesie. I know, I'm sorry, man. I just like saying Dean's Toy Box. I don't know, it sounds cool. The original ones of these, which I have on the other one, it's squishy. These are not squishy. These are hard plastic. The original ones, actually I have it here. I can show you. Looks almost the same, but it's actually squishy. It's a soft plastic. So it's just a ripoff. This whole thing is a ripoff of G.I. Joe. Basically, the Secret of the Mummy's Tomb ATV vehicle. That's what this is. That's what it's ripped off from. So we're going to fix that up, clean that up. I'm excited to have it. It's a great piece. So now I at least have 2 of these with the thing on the back. The winch, which are very hard to get. That's one of the things I want to get. Now, in addition to this Big Jim lot, there's also this Marx Gorilla. Does he work? He seems to be working. He's got a little bit, somebody melted a little bit of plastic on him on the side here. We'll get that off with a little hot water. Oh, actually came right off. Okay. Plastic or something. And so the idea on this is that the push the button and the arms go in and out. Now there's a spring in there. You can hear it. Yeah, it needs a little bit of, yep. So you can get in here. It needs a little WD-40 inside. I don't know how good I'm going to get it because it's right here where the button is, but I think I can get a WD-40 nozzle in there. Give it a spray and off it goes. It hasn't been used. They have the wheels as well. I do have one of these. I did not know that I was getting this in the lot before I ordered it. There's a crushed Big Jim basketball. We're going to use Buck's thing, and we're going to look like a little pop out with hot water. It does look like a dollar store knockoff. It does. They're hard to find. They're very hard to find complete. Mick Drago in the Facebook group actually sold me his, which is the one I showed you with the thing on there. What else do we got here? Looks like we have a Big Jim black jacket. This is a big. Oh no, actually, this is a pack boot. You can tell these by the fact that they have the Wolfpack logo on them. That's pretty cool. I've seen people sell this shit for like $15 for a boot. It's crazy. There's a brown cap. We have the red cap. I'm just kind of going to go through some stuff here. This, to me, looks like this is very small. This looks like AJ baseball pants or something like Action Jackson, doesn't it? It's got the red stripe, blue stripe. I guess we'll find out. I got to go through all this shit. Here's actually an oar. This is an oar, Big Jim, to probably the boat. Like I said, I have the parts, the front part they sent me of the camper vehicle, the camper, and that probably went with the boat. There's the Big Jim barbell, another Big Jim white sneaker, which I had the other day. Let's see. Oh, I got a lot, Sanchez. You missed a whole bunch. Okay, so here's actually a Big Jim arm that somebody actually pulled from the socket. So the idea when you do these is, I watch the guy do it, is not to take the whole arm out, but actually to remove the arm from the end of this clip and then pop the other one on. That's all right. I don't really care. Sanchez, can you tell, is this Big Jim, Sanchez? Can you tell me what that is? Is that Big Jim? I don't think so, is it? Maybe. Is it a scuba set or something? I saw that. And also I was going to show you guys. So you have to go back and watch the video, Sanchez, because there's a lot more. Isn't that a Major Matt Mason helmet? Does anybody collect those? I think it is, to be honest with you. And I showed the stuff that I cleaned up, Sanchez. You missed that too. Okay, here's the other half of the work boot, the Big Jim, and another sneaker. All right, let me get this stuff back in. It does look AJ. I agree with you. And it's got the, what do they call these fucking things? The wooden training samurai swords. I forget what they're called. Something to harsh. It does look like something to hunt a shark with. You're right. All right, so there was this guy in there, Sanchez. You can see he's seen better days. There was Big Jeff, but his button is currently not working. It's stuck in there. But yeah, see, I can feel it. I might be able to get that to work. We'll see. We'll have to see if that's going to work. There's an arm. I had this body. And I was like, why does it have that small button on the back? And then I realized, Sanchez, that's the Secret Agent Two-Face head, right? That goes on there, right? And this is going to fall off when I do it. But the idea is that it spins the head. It spins the hair, I guess. Or spins the faces. The head stays still. The head stays still and the faces underneath spin. All right. Red cap. There's a brown cap in here, a barbell, a boot. Pretty sure, guys, that these are AJ pants. Anybody yell if you know. You have to pop that in hot water, not only to clean it, but to make it pop out. Sneaker. Brown Big Jim hat. I have another one of these Big Jim hats somewhere. Then we got a Big Jim, just a regular Big Jim. He is functioning. He's in overall good shape. Somebody's part of somebody's arm. This is nice. This I like. If you guys don't know what this is, this, ladies and gentlemen, if you will, is that Ben? It's so gross. So this is a Marks Rhinoceros. Rich Hurley was good enough to pick one up for me. This one must have been the heat, I think, because it looks like the horn is bent a little. But so they normally had this like felt on them, and what happens is it comes off over time, and you get left with this really nasty, like sticky shit. So, I mean, it's gross, but it's actually very, very cool. This figure alone, I think Rich got me one for like $35 or something, but these things go up on eBay $35 to $65, $75, $80, whatever somebody wants to sell and pay for it. All right, let's see this. This cleaned up nice, didn't it, Sanchez? Had all that marker on it. Cleaned up real nice. Doesn't that go to the Jeep or the Safari Jeep, Sanchez? The Big Jim Safari Jeep, I think. I don't know if Sanchez is responding or not. Jim Carrey's going to come out. His butt isn't. Yes, Jim Carrey is going to come out his butt. All right, there's more shit in here. This came, by the way, guys, this came in this giant-ass box. And it's full of popcorn, so I got to go through it again because some of the stuff fell into the box and the popcorn. And you got to go through it and see what's happening. These are, please tell me these are not 70s Big Jim pants in maroon. Okay, we know what this is for. This is a hook for a basket. This is a Big Jim hatchet. Jesus Christ. A Big Jim chair. And like, I found this, Sanchez, in the bottom. Guys, I found this in the bottom of the box. His shorts just floating around down there loose. He just dropped another pair of shorts. There's another pair of shorts. This is Big Jim, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if Brian Sanchez can help me. I'm going to see if I can straighten this out for a second. Give me a sec. So I've been pretty lucky in the Big Jim stuff. Like I said, like the lot I showed you yesterday came with the motorcycle. They're all from Europe. The canoe, all that stuff. I cleaned all up. It came out really nice. The bike's got all the stickers. Got the Captain Flint in there, the Dakota Joe, got a Dr. Steele, and a regular Big Jim, if I remember correctly. I mean, those figures alone will go for quite a bit. I paid a decent amount for my Captain Flint, but in that lot, I made out like a bandit. All right, let's see if I can. Sanchez, this is Big Jim, isn't it? And does that go with like a construction worker hat or something? Is he in the YMCA? All right, what else do we have? We have, I think this shovel might have broke because it's wrapped in tape. I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out. Take the tape off and we'll learn. Okay, I think these were Kung Fu pants. And it looks like the kid tried to draw the logo on there. I'll bet you I can get that pen out of there. Jesus. More Big Jim shorts. This is a red, I think this is a fishing shirt. I think Samilo told me this is a fishing shirt. Sorry, this is kind of shitty, but I think that's a fishing shirt. I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is actually cool. So this is, actually Brian told me this. This is the Big Jim. This is one of the Wolfpack communicators, right, Sanchez? Do I have that right? Is he even chatting on here? I don't know. He might not even be here. But this alone, I think I sold somebody selling this for $45 for this. Crazy. This goes on, I think, the Big Jim Wolfpack wrist or something. I forgot. Okay, this is apparently for, I think it's for the camper. This is one of the stands, but it looks like the kid chewed on it. I don't have the camper. I just have parts to it. Is this Big Jim? I was going to say this looks like a little Steve Scout, but I guess that's Big Jim. I don't really know. I'll have to do some looking. And here's the steering wheel to the camper. We will hold on to that because I'm sure the camper that I wound up buying will not have a steering wheel. This is, I have no fucking idea. Oh, it says Mattel on it. It's got a hole here. I think this had like a hose or something, or it connected to like a little car, and I could be wrong. I thought you'd hit it and the car would take off. I could be wrong. There's some weird items in here. I don't know who these go to. These look kind of like Mr. Action to me. They're like corduroy. Another oar. 2 of those. That's good. That means the rowboat was in. This kid had it because he had the camper. Sneaker and boot. Wow, this stuff really needs to be clean. It's pretty gross sometimes you pull these old toys. Talking backpack. That one looks like it's had better days. Ah, nice. The Big Jim armband. This is from I think one of the Olympics. So you would put this on his bicep, and then when you push it up on the Big Jim arm here. Okay, this one's not working. And this one's barely working. Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't buy these really for the figure. So if you watch his bicep, when you push it, it actually, when you do this, it pushes his bicep. The idea was you put this on there, you make a bicep, it pops off. It's like he's super strong. This is what I believe possibly part of a Lincoln Log set. I don't know. There is, I believe, the top to a coffee pot, probably from the camping set. Here is a black shoe. This, I believe this is Big Jim. Let me see if it matches the other size. It is. Okay, so that's a Big Jim black sneaker. Sorry, guys. Not doing so well with the camera today. The other one speaks in German. This one's American. This one I'm pretty sure only speaks English. I'm sure. I didn't try it, but I'm sure it didn't. This does not come from Germany. This is... I don't know what this is. This is like a cape. I don't know what this is. This is like a miniature cape. It's stretchy. What the hell is that? Does anybody know what that is? It's like a mini cape. It's got this little piece of elastic that looks like it goes around like a hobbit or something. I don't know what that is. All right, we have another... Got to train with my bow staff. Girls only like guys that have great skills. Skis. Another white sneaker. Another band. There it is, Sanchez. It's in here. That's pretty badass. This is for, I believe this is for Warpath. Isn't that right, Sanchez? This is one of the boomerangs that goes in the front of him. I believe. Oops, sorry. I believe. Am I wrong? Adams from Battlestar. Wow. Holy fuck, Coy. How did you know that? You know that's what this goes to? You're sure? No shit. Wow, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Let's try this. It's missing most of the bands, but let's see if it talks at least.
Report your position.
I want to say this. The Big Jim stuff, whenever they talk, other than that German one I got, which sounds like shit, I've seen these things beat to crap. And they,
Set up your equipment.
yeah, I have 2 more of these. This one's in really bad shape. Like the sticker's off. I mean, it talks, but the straps are gone. So you'd have to replace the straps. One of these days, maybe I'll cut it open and see what it looks like on the inside. Actually, I could just probably YouTube that. All right, so that's done. Wow. All right, so what I have, Sanchez, this came in it. The talker. We don't know if it works yet. It has the record, or a record. I don't know how many records it came with. I think 1. I even got this Mark's Gorilla in addition to the Mark's Rhino. And then I got this canoe. So this canoe says like FP. Oh, FP. Fucking Fisher Price. It's right there. I'm like, what is FP Toys? That's Fisher Price. So that probably went to, I'm guessing, the Adventure people. Does anybody here collect Adventure people? Are you interested in that? Let me know. It's available. But Sanchez, so this piece was shoved inside there, which obviously goes to the camper. And now I say I have the steering wheel for it, which is cool. But this was shoved inside the camper. I mean, shoved inside the emergency vehicle. I didn't get the camper. This came with it, and apparently a steering wheel and then a couple pieces like for the boat, the oars, and so on. And then this piece was also off, so I'm going to have to give this a little bit of love because this is the front to the rescue vehicle, right? Except this, on the other hand, this actually goes. This has to go inside, and then I got to see how this goes because I think I'm going to fuck this up. I don't remember how this all goes together. Just turn like this. In any case, this goes into the rescue vehicle, right, for the rescue rig. And the rescue rig, I don't know why there's a piece of tape on here. We're going to clean this all up. It's pretty nasty. One set of wheels. And we have the other set of wheels. Now this wheel's like shoved in. So we're just going to get that out. It's going to be quite simple. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of WD-40. It'll loosen up all this oxidation on here. I'll be able to get it. Now what I do want to see though, the rescue rig itself, it's got a little bit of stress damage on the plastic, like somebody pushed on it. But it does, I mean, the cool thing about this is not broken. It's got the basket. It's got the extension. This actually works. The basket's in good shape. It still has the metal piece that can put it in different angled positions, if you will. And off it goes. That's what this metal thing here, that's what this metal thing here is for. Can you guys see that? Sorry, right there. And if you lift that, off it goes. Oh boy, you have the steering. Yes, I have the steering wheel, believe it or not. Sanchez, what went here? I got to look. What went on the back here on this part? Do you know what went here? I don't know off the top of my head. I'll have to take a look. But yeah, so the front of it is the part I just showed you, which goes right here. And it looks like, I don't remember. Sanchez, they have a big, I have to go look at pictures. I don't remember if it had a big clear plastic front of it, like a G.I. Joe vehicle or not. But the inside's dirty, but the graphics are there. It needs to be cleaned. I want to test the wheels and see how they go. This is down right now, so this would actually. So here's your door, I guess, to get them out. I'm sorry. There's your door. Sorry, that angle's not so good. And what's neat about these is these pieces kind of they slide into this. All these plastic top and bottom. There's places for there's edges where the plastic actually slides in, so you can. That's what holds it in place. So it's basically just a plastic frame, and then they just kind of snap these plastic pieces into it. So it's not too hard to get back together. You have to be careful. You don't want to rip it. You know, you have to be careful, especially when they get old. It's just vinyl over cardboard, and so on. So yeah, so you can get that piece into there. I think I'm afraid to do this. Yeah. So you can okay, there's shit coming out. Some of the stickers off in the back you can see, but you can unsnap this from this side. You pull the snaps, and then it actually opens to the back, and off it goes. And then you have all these really cool graphics inside, and get a little better view of what's happening. It definitely needs to be clean. What I'm curious though is if these wheels, if the plastic for these wheels is broken or they just got pulled off. Okay, because these tend to get worn over time. So this is okay. If they're worn, if these are worn, you can actually, there's plenty of ways to fix that. Little parts across the bottom to support the wheels and so on across there. 1971 Mattel. Wow. I had one of these as a kid, but I remember I was really, really super young. I don't really remember much. I just saw a picture of me having it, and I vaguely have a memory of that. But yeah, it was also, Sanchez also got the extra one of these for this one, so we're going to fix that, get that going. So I finally have two of those with that. Now, this rhino horn's a little bent. It's not hard plastic, so we're going to give it a little bit of heat, just a little bit of heat, and we're going to kind of push it back. That should get him in good shape, but you see what happens with that shit has felt on it. It gets nasty. So you have to make sure it's just gross. The best thing is just to clean it all off because it's just they put felt with glue on it. All right, I want to see if this works. I don't remember this as a kid being with the set, but apparently it's supposed to play the record. And it looks like it takes a single C battery, if I'm correct. Does it smell like? It does not smell like mildew. I wish it smelled like high karate. If it smelled like high karate, that's Long Duck Dong's cousin. I feel so ashamed. Goddamn. Well, oh, I know what Buck did. He went and bought a whole bunch of new Migo crap. That's right, Buck. You're allowed to. No harm in that. Let me see if I can find a C battery for this. Let's test this and see if it works, shall we? Give me 1 sec to get one. Sanchez, play the commercial. All right, let's see what we got. I don't know if this is going to work, and I'm not too confident in it. It might be something that's fixable. I watched a guy fix one, try and sell it on eBay. Looks like it's missing the end to hold the battery in, that part, but you have to literally break it open to do it. Oh, is it a D battery? It might be a D battery. Let's see. Is it D or C? Hold on a second. It's pretty tight for a D battery. No, I think it's a C. 1 sec. Let's try a C battery. Nope, it's definitely a D battery. C battery is way too small. All right. Give me a sec because it's going to take a little finagling to get in there. And when this week was, yes, that's true. Inflatable sheet. That's right. And woman in tears. All right, give me a second to try and pop this in here because, wow, it is like a super tight fit. Is this going to go in? I'm sure once I get it in, I won't be able to get it out. Oh, okay. Are we in? How the hell do you get this in here? Okay, so this is for this. There's your contact, unless that's... We will ask the questions. I don't feel like that's going to touch the top. It's not listed either. Give me 1 sec. Let me do a quick little research. Big Jim emergency vehicle battery tape. Let's see. It's Mattel. Put Mattel in it because there's more fucking things named Big Jim in the world. Okay, rescue rig. Let's see. Where are we looking at? Let's see what it says. All right. Ow, fuck. I'm getting a shooting pain in my fucking knee. All right, where is it? It doesn't say. That sucks. Okay, so somehow I got to get this in there. It almost looks. That almost looks like. This looks almost like the. I think one of the problems that the. Is that push? I'm trying to see if that's actually where it's supposed to be, because the prong up top, where it looks like it should be making connections, does not look like it's going to match where the battery. Oh, I think it might. Is that missing something? Because the battery goes in, the battery would have to get all the way to there, and I don't see that happening here. I need a video of somebody who has one so I can look. I have unless it goes, hold on a second, wait a minute. Let's go this way. No, that's not making out. That's not making contact. Where does that have to go? Let me see. see. I need to see if I can get contact with that. Give me 1 sec. Let's see if I can make a little contact in here and make it work. A blow-up sheep for his bachelor party. Damn, Buck. You nasty. You nasty. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. There's a little something in there. Now the question is, was there an extra piece on here that's missing? There might be a piece missing. And that might be why we're not getting anything. We'll find out in a second. Because the other way you can do is you can rig just conduit to it, like wires. These are dollar store batteries, which suck to begin with anyway. They're crappy, but they're cheap. And they sometimes work. All right, does anybody have one of these? Does anybody have one of these? Somebody must have one of these. All right, give me a sec. Let's see what this is called. Come on, dude. Like, seriously? Let me just see what this thing's called, because I don't know what it's called. The speaker thing? Let's see. Come on. This is called the Big Jim Rescue Rig. Big Jim Rescue Rig. Rescue Rig. Oh, come on. Sanchez, you have to know what this is called, don't you? I'm trying to find it up here. So much shit to do tonight. I don't see it. I don't know what it's called. And it almost looks to me like part of the connector for the battery's not there. Like part of the brass is missing. That's what I think it is. And I think that's why it's not getting connection. But if that's the case, but I don't know. See, then it's got that. So if that's the case. It's so hard to tell with these things because it's such an old toy. Okay, you have... And we don't know if the motor's messed up or if it's actually the battery's not connecting until we actually get in there and take a look. So what should be happening is it should be playing, but I don't think I'm getting contact in there. Let's take a look. Flashlight on.
It's on now.
No. I don't see contact. I think that's part of the problem. Well, it could be something else too. Flashlight off. So we'll see if we can fix it. I know they've been repaired, but you got to cut it open to do it, which sucks because it's glued together and the plastic is pretty fragile. I'd really love to make it work, but see, it's got a speaker, so you don't know if the speaker really works or not to get battery in there and so on. So all right, we'll have to work on that and see what that looks like. Shove aluminum foil in. Does aluminum foil conduct well, Buck? Does it actually conduct well? I didn't think it would. I think you'd have to do brass, don't you? Interesting. I never thought about aluminum foil, to be honest with you. The other thing is this making contact? There's so much that could go wrong with an old toy like that. So we're going to have to see. We'll have to see what we got going on here. I don't know if it's really working or not. I'd love to make it work because this is essentially, there's a speaker in there. You guys can see it. That there's just a speaker. You push down on the button, and what it should do is start playing the record as you push it. But you got to get used to it. So the other option is you can actually solder wires, connect them to the battery, solder them to a battery, and see what it is. See if that actually works just as a test. And the other thing is this connecting? Is this making contact? There's so much shit in there you could go wrong. I mean, it's such a stupid, simple little thing. It's just a very simple, basic circuit. That's all you're doing. But so many things that could go wrong with it. But the nice thing is it does come with the record, which I believe is usually lost. And it's got all these different things on here. Blitz. They've got all these little sayings on here on the front. And that's basically what it's playing, if you will, which I think is pretty cool. Used to wrap foil gum wrappers around fuses in my car at work. You're shitting me. The toys I just got, starring Lou. Sanchez, how's this fucking thing work? Where's the battery for it? Yeah, it sure as hell looks like that's it. All right. Well, I promise I'm gonna have to go look at video. All right, I'm gonna clean some shit up. Maybe tomorrow. Actually, maybe tomorrow. I'll show you guys what some of this shit looks like cleaned up because it's pretty nasty. Shit's pretty gross. Buck, I got a box I'm putting together for you, so hang tight. I got a whole bunch of pieces, as you can see. Put some shit together for you. And thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. That's 55 minutes and 48 seconds of your life you will never get back.